Hey everybody, it's the coach. This is Thursday Night Football on EA Sports. Up next, we'll see Trevor Siemian and the New York Jets as they match up with the second-year man Lamar Jackson and the Baltimore Ravens.
With Chesapeake Bay gleaming in the distance, we are inside M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore, Maryland. Tonight, Week 15 begins with a great Thursday night matchup between the New York Jets and the Baltimore Ravens. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. They're led out by their fifth-year quarterback from Northwestern. This is Trevor Siemian. Siemian, who got his first shot at being a starter in Denver back in 2016 when Peyton Manning retired, and he got dubbed as that solid game manager. Guy who doesn't get rattled easily. Since the 2017 season, though, he's been a backup quarterback, a competent backup, but a backup nonetheless. Here, though, thrust into the starting role. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Bell. And he'll be taken down here at about the 23-yard line. Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12. And we take a look now at the New York offense.
And congratulations on their win last week, but they didn't get a whole lot of time to celebrate it on Sunday. They were right back to work on Monday, but you'll have to do things differently when you prepare for a Thursday night game. Because normally you'll take some time off. Here you get right back to work on the game plan mentally, and probably not put any pads on until you play again Thursday night.
That's complete. It's Bell. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29.
There's an example of good situational football being played by a defense. They understood where the third down play was, the down and distance, and made sure that they didn't get anywhere near that, bringing up 4th down.
Yeah, they were sniffing out that marker, didn't want to let him get close to there, and now a likely 3 and out to start.
Yeah, I love the way they rallied to the football, got to it, and made sure they didn't give up much run after catch.
So here are the Ravens now under 12th-year coach John Harbaugh. Commanding the offense will be Lamar Jackson, the electric quarterback out of the University of Louisville.
And his stat line last week, that's not going to get him to the Pro Bowl. All right, no touchdowns, no interceptions, but they won. And so the bottom line for him is team won, managed the game effectively, led them to victory. He's doing all the right things.
Here's a throw dropped off to his fullback. Give him 2 yards on that play, and it'll make it a 2nd down. And a very good offensive unit here. One of the reasons they're so good is running back Mark Ingram.
Took a little while for him to find his footing when he got into the league, but the former Heisman Trophy winner has it now and has really upped his pass receiving potential. A nice player.
They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 22 yards there, a first down. Nice throw there by Jackson. You think about what a boost he gave Baltimore in the middle of last year, led them to victories in 6 of their last 7 games as a starter, replacing Joe Flacco, who had the hip issue. And that strong finish was good enough for the Ravens to capture their first AFC North crown since 2012. And now Jackson's a known commodity. He's the unquestioned starter, and with increased expectations and pressure on the former Heisman Trophy winner. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. Well, they're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this, and hey, you know, how are you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
I didn't offer mine.
You know, you were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Marquise Brown, the rookie, his intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
They always say that real estate is about location. Well, guess what? When it's a slant route, the quick ones, timing, timing, timing. Got to be able to lead your man with the football.
And the timing off right there, threw it behind him. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense.
On 3rd down, Jackson. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And New York set to take the field. The partner just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season. The playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early. But if there's that special one there, I say they go get him.
Now a draw play. This is Bell. 4 yards on the pickup there, as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for a first.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size and these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
60-or.
Now a first down carry by Bell. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. The numbers for Bell on the ground in the game last week. 17 carries, 76 yards.
And now that he's playing a Thursday night game, short week, you know he spent a lot of time in the trainer's room in the cold tub trying to get his legs back for this game.
On second down, it's Bell. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down. Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football. After 7-0 on EA Sports. A screen to Bell. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Patrick Owasor. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
A few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air, and sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. He's going deep for Brown. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off by Tremaine Johnson.
man, Brandon. Not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13.
50, plant. Gain of 13 yards. First down, New York.
And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Le'Veon Bell hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Jets have taken the lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. This Ravens offense heads back out there, led by Lamar Jackson. He's likely still kicking himself from the interception last drive that wound up leading to a go-ahead score.
And he's going to assume all that came with that one, all right? That's all on him, but he also knows he's got to erase it from his mind and get back out there. This drive, very important.
They'll run with Ingram here to begin the drive. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Avery Williamson, the Jets' leading tackler a season ago, in on the stop. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. From the gun, Jackson. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, there in coverage. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Play action. It's Jackson. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Now the throw pulled in by Anderson. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2 minutes remaining in the first half, 10-7, our score. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. A throw over the middle, taken in, and he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. Simeon will bring him up, 1st and 10, and he's completed all 7 of his passes thus far. Bell running on first down, but he's going to get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. The tackle made by L.J. Ford. Throwing on 2nd down. Simeon, he throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A Jet first down, 18 big yards that time. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. That's caught. It's Thomas. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even live.
This will be a jet sweep to Crowder, and that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. 2nd and goal, the lone man in the backfield, Le'Veon Bell. They'll give it to him up the middle, and he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. So now it's 3rd and goal. This Raven defense trying to keep him out of the end zone. A shotgun snap for Simeon. And caught by Thomas. Touchdown, Jets. Demaryius Thomas, as the first half is winding down, and the Jets will extend their lead. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself, no reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Bryant tacks on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. 13 seconds, the time remaining in the half as they come up on first down. And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Final play of the half here, it's Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. There you have it. Halftime quickly over. Third quarter, here we go. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. And this will be caught by Brown. And they'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. As they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Now Tucker to add the PAT. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays. And it's capped off with a Ravens touchdown. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. So here's the Jets offense now as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Looking to throw on second down. Simeon. Then he fires a strike to his big target, Demaryius Thomas. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13.
60 Pittsburgh. Right there. Cross the pass. Cross the pass. Kill.
They'll run on first down. It's Bell. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Bell, of course, three-time 1,000-yard rusher, sat out 2018, but you look back to 2017, a tick under 1,300 yards and almost 700 more receiving. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple. Now as we look down, it appears we've got a Jet shaken up on the play. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break.
Here we go. 50, play.
Now a run. This is Bilal Powell. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on fourth.
And I think that's going to go down as no gain, but that doesn't seem fair for the effort that was presented on that play. That should go down as a loss. I know, I'm a defensive guy, but you got to like the play that was made.
He made a lot of those plays last week. He was AFC Defensive Player of the Week, picking up where he left off. Jackson and the Ravens come up now, 1st and 10 at the 20. From the gun, it's Jackson. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. That throw good for 4. It's second down. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Here's Snead as they run the jet sweep. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this third down. Jackson from the shotgun. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They'll run again. Again, it's Powell. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down. Simeon on third down. He's got it. This is Bilal Powell. And it's a fumble. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And they're going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Back now in Baltimore. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. This is the running back, Powell. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning.
And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Jamison Crowder with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Jets will extend their lead.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Ravens heading out on offense as we look at the playoff picture in the AFC. And it's right about this time of year you start to say this is when the cream rises to the top. Week 15, 3 weeks left to go, but still plenty to be determined.
And I think for most teams, the obvious is to try and be the number 1 or number 2 seed. But when you look at it across the league and throughout the history of trying to get to the Super Bowl, the teams you really fear are the ones that get hot and sometimes sneak in at a 5 or a 6 seed, because we've seen those teams actually get to the Super Bowl and occasionally win it.
Yeah, you think of the Giants a couple of times. Steelers have done it. You're right. It has happened and will happen more in the future, I'm sure. A good first down call as the screenplay gets them 9. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. From the gun, it's a run for Ingram. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right, they did pick up the first down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
Yeah, he's going to keep it here. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Here's Snead as they run the jet sweep. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
Boy, nowhere to go at all on that first down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Here's Jackson to throw. He's got it to Ingram, complete. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. The Raven passing game getting in sync. Another first down.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot, and you're seeing this play develop.
And that's going to be intercepted. Jamal Adams with it, the all-pro safety. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December, right? It is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Blitz coming, and down he goes. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Simeon in need of something big following that sack, facing 3rd and long. That'll be taken in by Anderson. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. Here's Lachlan Edwards now as he's on to punt for New York. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. Watch out for Hill on the return. 51 yards on the punt there. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Jackson and the Ravens, here they come. Down 24-14. Just over a minute 40 to play. They'll need a score here and also likely an onside kick recovery. But first things first. 1st and 10. Now a desperation throw deep. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown 61 yards, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Important extra point up and through, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. But they're able to get the connection on the long touchdown pass, and that's one of the easiest drive summaries you'll ever see. One play, touchdown. And the Jets have got it. And they just about had to get that recovery to have any chance. They only have one timeout. You look at the clock. Now, let's do the math here, Charles. This one's pretty much over.
Yeah, we do have a chart here, don't we, that tells us about the timeouts.
You do. I'm not as smart as you.
And in looking at it, you're exactly right. Chart's not going to help them here at all. They're pretty much done at this stage. They had to have that recovery.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Simeon incomplete on first. Here's 2nd and 10 now. That one complete to Anderson. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Ready? 60 Pittsburgh. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 38-yard line. Hey, we got 4 down.
The Jets, with victory seemingly in hand, they take the knee.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world, and get it done, how happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something. And they did in this one. So it's a victory here for the New York Jets. And I tell you, this was a fun one. Just a close game. Nothing comes easy in this league, as you know. They had to work for that victory.
I've got to go back to what you just said. Nothing comes easy in this league. How many times have we talked to coaches prior to a game and assessed, the strengths, the weaknesses, the whole deal? Even in games when one coach was a decided favorite, what do they always say to us? But you do know this is really a 7-point league. 7 points either way usually decides a ball game. We had exactly that in this one.
And not only that, but